Morning, Jules here. Welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome. If you want to keep seeing my videos, you can subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell, and that just gives you a notification every time I upload a video. At the moment I am only uploading videos Tuesdays and Saturdays. So Tuesdays today we have a take and create. So this is a freebie, so you can go onto my Ko-fi site and you can download that for free, and print it out, cut it out and do whatever, you know, make whatever you want. What I usually do is on a Tuesday I take this, cut it out, and I do my version of it. Just try and give you some helpful ideas. If you have something new, you know, you have a different idea, please show your ideas on my Facebook. It's Junk Journals with JoolsEDesigns, and the links are all below in the description. If you just go to the description below the video and just scroll through, you've got my Ko-fi. You just go to the shop and then look for Take and Create, and that's all the Take and Creates. And it'll also have my Facebook group. So as I say, this is Tuesday, this is Take and Create. Saturdays is more doing, you know, working with scrap papers, recycled, stamping and all that kind of thing, making things more or less from scratch, old folders and things like that. So today I give you something to cut out and work with, and if you want, you can cut this, you can print this off as many times as you want once you've downloaded it. But you can use it as a template to use on your own papers. But you just remember that there's little white lines where there's meant to be folds, so there's white lines around the pockets, there's white lines around the envelope. There isn't one there, so it's up to you where to do that. There's no white lines on these because these haven't got any flaps on these pockets. So with the magic of editing, and if you'll notice that I've printed these off on two different types of papers. I've also this is part of a Take and Create from July the 29th, I think. So I like to, when I'm making file folders, I like to print something on the back. So, you know, if you go into my Ko-fi and look under July, you'll see this. I think there's 3 pages. This was just one, and I do this now and again, and it's just so that you've got like a block of base papers that you can print on the backs of pockets, and well, not pockets, but other papers and things like that. However, what I will warn you is I'm clearing out my Ko-fi. I am going to update it, so some of the kits will be coming off. Some of the older kits, some of the older Take and Creates will be coming off. So if you want anything, now's the time to do it, because the end of January I will be removing some of the older kits. So we will get on. So again, with the magic of editing, I'm going to go away and I'm going to cut this out, and I will be back. See you in a second. Okay, so I'm back. Just checking that we're recording. So what happened was I printed these out on 200 GSM. Now some of these would be alright, but the pockets, so what I did was I reprinted it out on white paper, 100 GSM, and cut it out. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to ink round with Fryer Brown, which is the equivalent to Vintage Photo, a ruler and a blunt object to go down there. But I've got one of these. I got it with Timu, so this is what I'm using. So I always use the outside one, it's easier when I'm scoring creases, unless I'm, you know, measuring to score creases. But so it's just down the white lines. Open this one. Oh no, this is going to be a little bit wider, so I'm going to have to get my big crease board out. So we'll just put this up against one of the black creases, one of the black lines. Fold that way and that way. That's going to go that way. Right, I've creased that a little bit wrong, so never mind. It needs to be a little bit. If you make a mistake, just recrease it, it's fine. Right, so I'm just going to push that down there like that. So that keeps, this is keeping that edge in. And then that way we've got that kind of mountain kind of fold. So we need the and that's one of the reasons I've got black lines on here, so that I can use it. It's also measurements. It's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and the only other one is this one. Excuse me, got a tickly throat. It's probably because it's early in the morning and I've not had enough to drink. Tea. 2 seconds. Right, we'll put that away. So we'll fold this in. And this one, and then we'll go around the edges. Yep. And then what you do is, there's no line there because I wasn't sure whether they would want it right up to there. I like mine just a little bit further down. So I'll show you where the crease is. It's just there. But if you want, you can have it right up. It's entirely up to you. So that's why I didn't put a crease line there. It gives you that choice. We'll do the so we've done that. And Oh, so there we are. So now what we will do is just clear up a little bit. And this is from the Curiosity papers. As you can see, it was inspired by Tim Holtz. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put that. I think I'm going to put one on the outside. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to put that one there, I think. So I'll just stab myself with me pin, you silly belly. The thing is, I'm on blood thinners, so I'll bleed. Yep. Silly. Need to be more careful. So I'm not putting the glue right up, because obviously I'm going to put another one behind it. And this one, I'm just going to do the sides. I was going to do them both separate, but there we are. No, we've got blood on it. Oh dear, blood, sweat and tears. Good job this isn't going out to anybody, isn't it? I just keep forgetting that I'm on blood thinners when I'm messing about with scissors and knives and things. Alright, so this is going down that way. So we have thin line along the bottom, thin line. You can do it as straighter than me, and then you can just fill that one in. That's nipping that. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to put that level with that. It's my cloth. Have that one there. And in the past, on my Facebook group, there's lots of like little bits of ephemera that you can use, unless you've got your own, for filling in these. Put that one there, that one there. And then we will have this one. Now I'm going to have to score this one down a bit, because this one's the cardboard, and that's why I changed it, because this, the cardboard, it's card. That's because I've been playing with cardboard. going to put this one on the front, and I'm just going to put it yeah. There we are. I'm just going to just giving that a good crease down. That's it. Then we will put the should we put them that way yet? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on them. So I've got some bunny stamps that I got in America. And I should have one, here it is, US postage, that'll do. And just deciding what, I'm going to do these in the blue. Do it in the blue on the yellow, and I might change it to the red. In fact, I'll do it in the blue, and I'll change it to the red on the inside, so when you're folding the tickets up, you've still got the red and blue, because it's postage. Oh dearie me. And this is red geranium. So what we'll do is we will put, I don't know whether to put them in here, we'll see, keep them to one side. Now somebody asked me, yeah, I would do all the little tickets and things like that, and I was putting little tickets on the page and things, and somebody asked me if I could make some. Now I have got lots of videos from the last 2 years where I've made tickets, but what I will do is I will make some little tickets, and all I'm using is, you know, the bits that you cut off, the bits of card when you're cutting your take and create out. I've just kept some. I'm going to put this one on there. Now I'm going to use the night sky. It's easier to put the things in the bottom first and then slide these big ones in afterwards, because then they just go down at the back of everything. So there we've got that. So what I do is I just take stamps like this, and I'm just going to we'll do a red one. What's that say? Pre-sorted first class. Doesn't matter if it's upside down because you're going to cut it out anyway. So there's one lot. Take this off and we will put these I'm just going to wipe that off. Blue one, I should have really wiped that down, but I'm going to end up with a purple mess. Do the crown. Now I've got some of the Tim Holtz little stamp, you know, the little curio stamps, so I use them quite a lot, but I'm just using this bow bunny. I got them from Hobby Lobby. They were $2.99. So they're not dear. In our country, $2.99 would be about £2. Maybe it's less, I don't know. It depends on the rate. I'll do a blue one. And this is how I use all my bits and pieces. Do that one. It doesn't matter if it doesn't all fit on. Yeah. And then do this. And this isn't fitting on all of it, but it doesn't matter. Get the top. I'll do the little, I think this is maybe a little bit too, that's fine. Doesn't matter. And I think we'll do this one. Wrong one. Yeah. And that's all I do. Now I will take these and clean them because they do need cleaned. But I'm just going to move them out the way so the what I'm doing is I'm just cutting these for It's actually before Christmas at the moment. It's just halfway through December, so I'm trying to catch up. So there we are. So there we are. We have our little bits and pieces here, and I'm going to use a couple of I'm going to use the big first class, I think. We'll have this one on, and again, as I said, it's one way of using up all your scrap bits of card, and I'll put that one up there a bit, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some numbers. So it just hides, because that's the one with the hand is not quite full. So I'll put a blue one here. And we'll just tip that in behind that. It's a little bit upside down, but it's fine. We'll as I said, there's ephemera to put out on my now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything on this, so I'm just going to fill it in first. Have a look. I think we might have one of these. Go back to the seal brown. We've got some banners. I think we'll just put this one in the front. And again, when these were free on my Facebook group. They were just posted this week. So, and I think we have, yeah. So in silk, looking for some small ones. There, so we can lift that one out. If you wanted, you could leave that open, but I don't. I always stick it down. So I think what we might do is we might put a little bit on here. Should we put it on there? I'm going to put it on there actually. Not even started filling that one in. We've just got the tickets in there. Just going to put it there, so you can see a bit of the washi tape. There's like little bits of washi tape that are and the reason I did blue, because there is little bits of blue and things, so you can use, yeah, Tracy Fox has some labels. I do have some of hers, but I don't think I have any in here. I think these are just ones that I've had in the past. So I'm just going to take them out, so I've got some different colours. as I say, that's all I do with these. I just I think we'll have the specimen one there. Put that there. I'm going to put this one here. That one there. Going to have this one. I think that's the right way. Shove that one there like that. So I just wanted to see what it looked like. Just put that there, and yep, wrong way. And even if I smudge the stamps, I still use them. That one's a little bit smudged, but it's not bothering me. I'm going to put that one up there. And then we'll put the little blue one. Yeah, we're going to have this one. If I didn't have any of them, I would have just used all the blue and the red, but I was just showing you that anything. Move that down there, and we'll move that one. No, we won't. We'll move that one on top. And there we are. So I hope you enjoy it. As I say, the little bits that you cut off used to make your tickets. As I say, you can do them with stamps. You can write them on anything. But there it is. And if you wanted, you could, you know, print some more. You could have like pockets going up there. You could have a pocket there. I might put some labels around there just so that that looks just do some labels or some washi tape. We've got washi tape somewhere. Where is it? And this is something I got from Hobby Lobby, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, Hobby Lobby. When I was in America, I shopped in Michael's and Hobby Lobby. So there was like, usually Hobby Lobby has the prices on it, Michael's doesn't. That's I was able to differentiate when I did my craft haul. So I'm just putting that there, and we'll do a little bit of there we are. I wonder if I should put some red. Got some red here. It's a bit too wide, a bit too zigzaggy, but that's easy enough to and just trim it up, put that on there. And do a little bit of and if you just sand it down a little bit, it then matches, you know, the little bits of red in there, and there. And I mean, I could put blue on if I wanted, but I'll not. So that was kind of the stars and stripes. But you get 10 yards. I don't think it was expensive. $2.99 for 20 yards. This one's 30 yards. I quite like it, so. And that's that, and then all I'll do is I'll stick that on there, because I don't like wasting anything. Some bit I throw away, some bit I don't. And that's it. So I hope you get something out of that. Hope you have a go. As I say, in the description box below is the Ko-fi link that you can go and get this, and it's also a Facebook group link. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.